So we'll continue with our studies of the rational expressions. So far we have learned how to simplify rational expressions, multiply and divide rational expressions. So the last operation we're going to study is how to add and subtract rational expressions. But like I said, in algebra, there's no more adding and subtracting. Everything is just combining. So there are two scenarios. There are two cases that we will study. One, as you remember, maybe in your 5th grade, fractions could have, when you're adding fractions, they could have the same denominators or different denominators. So we're going to start with the easier scenario when the denominators are the same. So let's start with numbers first. So if you're adding numbers with, let's say, the same denominator, let's say you're combining 7/10, okay, minus 3/10. So you just, the denominator is the same, so you just copy the common denominator, the same denominator, and you combine the numerator. So you're going to have 4. But you don't stop there, because then you have to simplify. So you have to look for their common factors. So this is 2 and 2. This is 2 and 5. So we will cancel common factors like what we're doing with rational expressions. So that will be 2/5. There are no restrictions here because there are no variables. We're going to do the same now. So if we just say generalize things, so we say A over B plus and minus C over B, since they have the same denominator. So we will just have one fraction, and you will say A plus or minus C, whatever the case is, all over B. And then don't forget our restrictions, B cannot be equal to 0. Okay, so let's start with our first example here. So we have these two fractions, and we're going to combine them. So as you could see, the denominators are the same. So we will just combine them in one long fraction here, x squared plus x minus 12. Then we are just going to combine x and plus 4. So that is the answer to the addition. But now we have to simplify this, and we have to write our restrictions, so that we will do that by factoring. So hopefully there is a common factor between the numerator and the denominator, so we can simplify further. So this is a simple trinomial. So you're going to factor that as, so you will ask yourself what two number subtracts to 1 and multiplies to -12. So you're going to have x plus 4 and x minus 3. Always check your factoring by multiplying them back or doing FOIL. Okay, so here you see there is a common factor here, but before we cancel again, let's look for our restrictions. So x cannot be equal to -4 here, because that will make it 0, and +3 here, because this will in turn be 0. So -4 and 3. So let's cancel this. So our numerator is just 1. So we're going to say this is 1 over x minus 3, as long as x is not equal to -4 or 3. Okay, another example here is this one here. I hope, like I said, you pause the video and then you try to do this on your own. So again, they are the same denominator. So we just copy it in one bar, x minus 5. Then we combine this, but watch out for this minus here. This has to be distributed in both of this. Okay, that's very important. That's the common mistake of students. So 3x plus 2. You could write minus parentheses, or you could just write minus 2x and minus 7. So don't forget, this gets to be distributed to these two numbers here. Okay, so combine like terms, 3x and -2x will give you x. +2 and -7 will give you -5. So we forgot to write our restrictions. x cannot be equal to 5, right? X cannot be equal to 5. Okay, and then, so we combine the numerators, then we copy the same denominator. In this case, the numerator is the same number as the denominator, so we can cancel that. So this one, it is again 1. So if you substitute numbers here, you will always get 1, except for 5. Okay, you can try it out. Think of any number you like, substitute it there, subtract it this one, subtract this, and you will see you will always get 1, as long as x is not equal to 5.